If you're in the diaspora, you feel a bit stuck. Your money's not really stretching as far as you want it to stretch, and sometimes you're facing financial difficulties. This could be a video for you because I'm going to be talking about 10 business ideas that you can start to make your situation better. So I'm not going to waste a lot of time. Let's dive in and let's talk about the very first one. Now, we live in a digital world and a lot of us are consuming content via our mobile phones. In fact, there is more people visiting websites on mobile devices than computers. So it makes sense that that is where the market is when it comes to creating content. And this is where you can tap in and create your own YouTube channel. Now, I want to talk about this and also give you examples. Now, we have this young lady here. Her website is regenerative. I think that's how you pronounce it. Now, I can see she's been very consistent because she was able to post 209 videos. That's a lot of videos. And here it says videos every week. Now, of course, I'm an online marketer. I know for a fact that this website, or this YouTube channel rather, is making her a bit of money. Of course, I don't know exactly how much money she's making, but this is definitely making her a bit of money. Now, how do I know this? Well, with 8,000 subscribers, definitely your CPM from YouTube is going to be quite decent. And if you take a look at the topics that she covers, these are also advertiser friendly, which means the ads that are put on her website are also of high quality. Now, here's the thing. If you want to create a YouTube channel, you don't want to be creating a YouTube channel where you're talking about gossip or you're talking about Zim politics or whatever politics. That is not advertiser friendly. You need to make content that is informative or information that is transformative. Okay, this is what really makes the big difference. Anyway, so back on this site, over here, if we go to join, you can see there's a membership. So the first one here is 99p per month. Okay, it also comes with some perks. There is also Resi Thrive True. This also has a few other things like early access to new videos, member shout outs, and so on. And then there's this one here for $22.99. Okay, discounted merchandise from the shop, certificate, exclusive members only videos. I mean, do you see what I mean? These are the extra ways of making passive income. So you may be asking, okay, well, what sort of videos can I make about? Well, there are some of you who are qualified in so many areas. We have doctors, we have engineers. You know that even if you're a doctor and you're online there, you create a YouTube channel and you just start talking about health, that is going to take you very, very far. If you're an accountant and you also want to share your information or knowledge about accountancy, again, this is going to make you a lot of money. If you are a lawyer, same thing. I mean, any field of expertise can actually make a very, very good YouTube channel. And the other one is you can say perhaps maybe you're not qualified in any field whatsoever. Well, this one here is for you because you can just share your experience. Now, how do I know this works? Well, you're on the channel right now. This channel is about me sharing my experience, trying to go back to Zimbabwe and build myself up and start my retirement. Things fail. I'm sharing my experience. And guess what? Almost 20,000 of you have subscribed to my channel. Isn't that awesome? And I can tell you for sure that I am making money with this YouTube channel. And of course, I've got new ideas that I'll be implementing very soon. So creating a channel is very, very important. Well, you might say, you know what? I'm not good on camera. I don't really like cameras and I'm not shy. I'm not confident. Well, that's fine. Let's move on to the next idea. And the next idea here is about web design. You can actually start designing websites from scratch and get paid for it. How do I know this works? Well, take a look at this stat. In the UK, in 2023, 900,000 new companies were launched in the UK. Now, out of these 900,000 companies, all you need is just a few. Even if you charge $500 for a website or even $400 for a website, I mean, in a year, you can make some considerable amounts of money. I mean, imagine if you can just do just two websites per month. I mean, that's a game changer. That's like £1,000 extra a month that you're getting from the web design services. Well, you might be saying, You know what? It's very hard. I'm not a technical person. Well, I have a YouTube channel here called Sidecrafter. I mean, some of you know my channel. I share so much information about web design. I've been doing this for many, many years. I mean, if you take a look here, I've got 1,200 videos, over 1,200 videos. And this one, this channel alone is 83,000 subscribers. So you can see it's come a long way. I share so much information here, free information on how to get started, how to design websites, and so on. Well, I know, you might be saying, you know what? This web design stuff, you know, it's not for me. It's too technical. I'm not very confident. Well, if you don't want to do it to customers here in the UK, how about you set up your web design agency here in the UK, but providing services back home? There are also companies back home who want a website. All these people who are going back home to set up their Airbnb and so on, you can design their websites and manage those websites for them. The website will have a booking system or a way of automating emails and so on. And this can be done. All this knowledge is on YouTube. It's on the internet. Okay, let's move on to the next thing. Now, this is where things get really exciting for those of you that are not technical and you don't really want to spend so much time with the computer itself. Okay. Oh, in fact, before I go there, to get started with a YouTube channel is very, very easy. All you need is a mobile phone, an internet connection, and pretty much you're good to go. Now, before I move on to the next item, which is also very interesting, I've got a very good story that I'm going to share about that. I also want to just expand this idea of having an online business to consulting services. Now, imagine that perhaps you have some sort of experience, you're a doctor and you want people to, you know, come for advice. You can actually have a website where you can have bookings, and with these bookings, you can, you know, have a slot and have all these consultations on Zoom. You don't have to travel to anyone. You can just do this all online. And this, you know, goes to fitness fitness advice or consultancy, business consultancy, health. I mean, you name it. I mean, there's so many things that you can consult on if you are an expert. And a lot of Zimbabweans and a lot of immigrants out in the UK are qualified. They have degrees. Some have experience. This is how you can make money online. You can actually do this on weekends only, or you can do it in the evenings. And pretty much it is very, 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 very easy to set up. So consulting services, again, that is something that you can do. All right, so let's move on to the next type of business. Now, this one here is very, very easy to get started if you're confident. And this is a business where you can go into barbering and braiding of hair. Now, just think about it. How many women are in the UK? And the beauty about this market is even teenagers want to get braided, right? And what if you set up a service where you can actually travel and braid people's hair on the weekends and charge whatever amount? Of course, I'm not sure about that field, but you can charge and make your money that way on the weekends. Again, you can create, in fact, I'll give you a marketing plan towards the end. When it comes to barbering, same thing. It costs about $10 to $15. I mean, 10 to 15 pounds to get a haircut. In fact, I've actually had to buy my own hair clippers to do my own hair, you know, because it's too expensive. Imagine spending 10 pounds per week just on shaving the head. I mean, that's a big opportunity right there. So you can actually buy a set of all these items. I mean, look at this. This is a very good brand. And if you go on Amazon, you can actually search for this, and we can see here there's 8,500 ratings, which is fantastic. This is cordless, which means that you don't even need electricity to do this. So it comes with the oil. I mean, you can purchase the oil as a separate thing, and this could be your way of making money just, you know, with personal care services. This is a really, really, really good business that you can really go into. Okay, let's move on to the next one. And this one here is also really powerful. If you are someone who has experience fixing cars or you're a mechanic, you can actually buy a diagnostics tool like this, where you can travel to people's places, diagnose their cars. If there is anything you need to fix, perhaps, you could, fix the cars. And this could be you working as a mobile mechanic. So this is, again, another opportunity. And these tools are very, very easy to buy here in the UK. So for example, this one here is 530, but of course you have to do extensive research to find out which one is the best and which one covers, the majority of cars out there. So of course, a bit of research needs to be done. Now, you're probably going to say, well, I don't have 530 pounds. Well, you know what? A lot of people in the UK spend money on a lot of stupidness, okay? We're talking about spending money on drinking on weekends. We're talking about spending money on gadgets and tools that they don't even need. Or as a matter of fact, if you're taking loans out there to go on holiday and do all these crazy things, well, how about taking a loan on something that's going to make you even more money, something that's even more beneficial? That's exactly my point. So I don't think money here should be an issue if you're someone that is already borrowing and doing all sorts of things. Okay. Now let's move on to the next one. And this one here is something that can also be a potential way of making money. A lot of people want to identify with their African culture. So this is where you can learn how to, or perhaps maybe you're someone who already has skills in dressmaking and so on. All you need to do, again, buy a sewing machine similar to this and look at the ratings, 20,000. I mean, this is crazy. 20,000 for only 283. Now, you buy a sewing machine like this, you are able to design all these African attires and, beautiful patterns and so on. You can actually make them custom. I mean, I definitely would want one, a proper African attire, which is custom made. So that's another way, of course, you can make money as well. Find all these skills. You can do some online courses or even learn this through YouTube and other courses. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Fixing mobile phones. Now, a lot of people have iPhones. I mean, we know this. And a lot of these phones, they break, sometimes things go wrong, the battery dies or whatever it is. You can actually start a business where you can start repairing these phones. And to make things even easier, you can just have a basic website where someone can just send their phone to you, right? Take pictures first, send the phone to you via post, you fix it, and then post it back. And all these transactions can be done on a basic website, So, I mean, look at these opportunities here. They are very, very easy to start, very, very easy to implement. Now, here's the thing. I know a lot of you are going to frown at all these ideas because you feel like, nah, you're too good for this, or nah, you're too smart for this. All you want is, something that you have to go to work wearing a suit, a tie, because that's what makes you look amazing in the community. Well, let me tell you something. A lot of money is made by people who don't actually go for those jobs that make you appear like you're making a lot of money. I'll give you a very good example. I've got a very good friend of mine, a long-term friend. We met in Luton many, many years ago, over 20 years. This guy started a business where he does plumbing and home improvements. When he started, I mean, it was like a joke, because at that time, the work was very hard to get. So he started this business, and he did, the courses, and he became really, really good at it. In fact, as we speak, the house in the UK, he's done the laminate flooring, and he did a very good job. I mean, this was going 6 years ago, I think, and it's still intact. It's still solid. and he makes a lot of money. People just book him and pretty much he'll come and do the job for you. And this I found very, very creative. I mean, I know for a fact, I know him very well. He's done this for quite a long time now, and he's managed to get a lot of customers. And the good thing is he's targeted the Zimbabwean community. Okay, so you're going to get a lot of word of mouth, referrals, which again makes things easier. He's always busy, and this alone, he meets a lot of people, networking, and of course he grows his business that way. I wish I had a website. I'm not sure if he has a website, but if he doesn't, again, go ahead and learn how to design websites and contact him and design a website for him. Anyway, but I thought that was genius. The fact that he knows that a lot of people here in the UK, these plumbing services and home improvement services are very expensive. So he went into that market and learned how to do it, bought all the tools. He even has a van, Leo Rose. I think the company is called Leo Rose. Yes. And I'm sure some of you in the Zimbabwean community know this gentleman. Anyway, fantastic idea. So when you look at him, it looks like, oh, his job is not that, is not all that, but he's making a lot of money. And trust me, I've known him for a very long time. I'll add his details in the video description below as well. And I'll tell you a quick story. There was a time when my son, teenagers, they want dreadlocks. So I'm thinking, well, at first I didn't like those dreadlocks anyway. But anyway, I just said, at the end of the day, look, you're 18, you do whatever you want. If you're not going to take my advice, that's it. So anyway, he's keeping his hair, it's growing, it's quite long. Some of you might have seen him on the Wadimaya video in Zimbabwe. Yeah, that's the son. That's my son I'm talking about. Anyway, so he was looking online to find who can do his twists, these dreadlocks twists, whatever it is called. And he found someone in Manchester who did that. Can you believe I actually drove all the way to Manchester so that he could get his hair done? And surprisingly, the guy that did his hair was Zimbabwean. Now, these are the sort of things I'm talking about. So all in all, what I'm going to say is, unfortunately, a lot of you are going to see these business ideas and think to yourself, you know what? I don't think I can do this. Well, you're suffering from learned helplessness. These are the sort of things that people are making money with. And if you look at other communities, they have a lot of people who are active doing these type of jobs that I've even mentioned here in this list. And there's many more you can actually do. So it's time to really make a decision and say, you know what? I want to do this and I don't care what people say. Try it, fail, keep on moving. But the market is there, definitely. Now, in terms of marketing the services, of course, marketing is the big issue here. Some of you are in communities, maybe church communities. That's where you can start. Okay, create a basic website and then learn how to do online ads on Instagram. Or I'll even give you a better idea. How about you contact, for example, someone like Race to Thrive here and say, look, can you promote my video on my business, on your videos? I can pay you X amount. You make an agreement. She'll give you a 30-second ad slot, or even talk about your business, or even perhaps have an interview with you. And that is how you get your business known in the community. So I guess if you're someone that still has excuses after all this, then I'm afraid to say you fall into the 20% of people who are going to watch this video and not take action, because that's a fact. Not everyone who's going to watch this video is going to take action on this. Majority, or in fact, only 20% might take action. And in those 20%, a lot will start off fired up, and out of that 20%, the number is going to go down, and you're going to only get a very few people who are going to be successful with this. But one thing that I can tell you as someone who does online marketing, definitely there is opportunities in using and leveraging the internet for your business. Absolutely. So don't be one of those people that are just going to look at this and start making complaints and start making excuses of why you can't start. If you are going to be one of those people, I don't know what else I can say, but I thought I'll just turn around things and do a much more positive video which has solutions of what one can do if they're feeling stuck. Let me know what you think in the comments box below. As always, till next time, thanks for watching. I'll see you again in the next one. Take care.